Another part of dealership profitability, let's face it, is customer retention. You know, we touched base before about the difference of a satisfied customer versus a loyal customer. And it's such a small percentage of customers that are loyal versus the large percentage of customers that are satisfied. You don't have to be loyal to satisfied. You can be satisfied with average. But being average does not invite that customer retention. And to assume that you can sell the car one time, you can service the car one time, and all of a sudden by that one little experience the customer is now bought into your process and your dealership and the whole experience, is being a little naive. You've got to have more of an efficient process in place that invites customer retention. You have to have your email set, newsletters, mailers. You have to have some kind of campaign put together that invites them to constantly come back. You've got to train your salespeople and your staff to really have constant conversation with your customer, to build relationships with your customer. If you don't have a process in place that invites the salespeople, the people that really brought the customer in the first time, to build a relationship with them, then I can guarantee you your customers are not listening to you. I read a quote once and it basically said, the stronger the relationship, the bigger the listening factor. How strong is your relationship and who's listening to you? Customer retention will be built up based on who's listening to you and based on relationships. Do you, as a dealership, have a process in place that has trained salespeople to build relationships with your customer? I know the dealer owners and your general managers and your general sales managers have got a lot going on, and it really falls on your salespeople. Do you put a lot of faith in your BDC to build that customer retention based on consistent phone calls? If that's the system that you put in place, does it create a bad habit and almost takes that responsibility away from the salespeople? By not having a process in place that invites the salespeople to build relationships, are you putting a behavior habit in place that invites a lot of turnover? I can tell you, to try and have a sales force with very little turnover means that you've got yourself in a position where your retention is going to grow. So look at the whole, okay? Do you have a big turnover? Are you going through salespeople a lot? Ask yourself why. Are your salespeople building relationships? If not, ask yourself why. Are you training them? Are you teaching them? Are you showing them how to build relationships with customers? Does that training extend over to your service advisors? Does it extend to your BDC? It's not difficult to hire a company and really pay them to try and build your retention, but I can tell you that is an average approach, and people are satisfied with average, but they're not loyal to average. Look at your customer retention and ask, what behavior habits do you have in place that invite people to build relationships with your customer? The stronger the relationship, the bigger the listening factor. Thank you.